Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I was recently out of town for about a week, so I came home to a ton of PR packages, which is always super exciting. So I do realize I'm about a week behind on these palettes, but the second I opened this palette, my heart just fluttered. This is the new Colourpop 𝗟𝗧𝗦 Mar collection. I only have the palettes. I do believe that some highlighters and blotted lips came out in this collection, but honestly, these were the ones that my eyes were definitely just like drawn to. Today's video isn't going to be a review though. I really just wanted to focus on one palette and show 3 different looks. Now, if y'all know me, you probably thought for sure that I would go with the Soul palette because when you open this, it is just straight up warm, rich goodness. I love it. I feel like the camera isn't even doing it justice. The shades in here are absolutely amazing. If you guys decide that you really like the demos in this video and you would like to see one on the Soul palette as well, just give this video a thumbs up. That way I know. Also, if you haven't already, please take the time to subscribe and make sure that you hit on those notifications. That way you guys can be notified for all of my future uploads. But today we are going to be focusing on the Colourpop Mar palette. So inside, I believe this translates to like ocean or sea, maybe something kind of like both. Inside you have 9 gorgeous shades. So not only do we have some great neutrals, but down the center, I guess diagonally, we have some super fun like emeralds, seafoam greens, and then this amazing royal matte blue. This shade here is like the stunner in my opinion in this palette. It's mainly what I have on my lids today, so I think this is actually going to be the first look that we do. And I'm thinking for the tutorials that I'm just going to go ahead and stick with voiceovers. That way they can be a little bit speedier since we are doing 3 tutorials in one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the looks. All right, y'all. Let's do this. Okay, so starting off with a nice big fluffy crease brush, I'm picking up this shade Sorbet, which is such a gorgeous transition shade. I'm placing this right into the socket of my eye. Since I have hooded lids, I really go in and I feel for that bone, press my brush right into it, and then I just begin pulling the color upward. I don't have a defined crease or a ton of lid space, so I feel like I really have to pull the color up. Otherwise, when I open my eyes, the color just disappears. If you have hooded lids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now this part is completely optional, but I just really wanted to make sure that the next shade that I was using was really going to stick onto the eye. I didn't really feel like using an additional eye primer or glitter glue, so I just went in with some of the NARS Soft Matte Concealer just in the lightest shade, and then taking a smaller brush, I'm going into the shade, what are you called? Gridlock. This one is so pretty. I feel like my lighting and my camera didn't pick up like all the bits of like metallic goodness it has in there. So I'm just pressing this right onto the lid. This is really going to be like the focal point of our look. I'm picking up the shade Detour. This is just a gorgeous matte royal blue. Sometimes matte blues can be very stubborn and hard to blend, but this one blended out really nicely. So I'm just going to go in, I'm kind of checking it out to the side, seeing what it looks like, and I'm just building up the pigmentation. I went in really light at first because I didn't want to go in super heavy-handed and then be stuck with like crazy 𝗠𝗏 blue eyes, you know what I'm talking about. I honestly don't even know why I included this clip in here because this brush, I could not find any of my good gel liner brushes. This brush was trash, but I'm going in with the Colourpop gel liner in Prance and just kind of creating a very slight subtle wing. I really like this pop of blue instead of going in with like a black or a charcoal. And then finally, before we get into the awkward posing of the looks, I'm taking a little bit of Highway, which is just this really pretty kind of rich metallic bronze on a small pencil brush and smudging this onto my lower lash line. All right, ladies and gents, moving on to look number 2. I'm starting off with that same transition shade again. This one is called Sorbet, and I'm just blending this right into my crease and pulling it upward. And then just to add a little bit of depth, I'm going in with the shade Top Down. This is the deepest shade in the palette. It is another matte. It's just a really nice, rich, like I would definitely say it's more of a warm tone brown, especially here in the video. I tried like fixing the saturation, but I feel like it does look a little bit more warm in this video than it does in person, but overall it definitely is a pretty like warm brown. So as you can see, I'm just taking another fluffy crease brush and I'm really fusing these 2 colors together. This would be such a pretty matte look. Like I feel like if you left this here and added a little bit more Sorbet onto the lid, that would be so pretty. Now to add some shimmer, I'm going back in with the shade that we used previously on my lower lash line. This one is called Highway. So I'm just pressing it on, but then you'll see I'm gonna go in with my finger and take a little bit more of it just to really press it onto the lid. And then on my lower lash line, I'm taking a mixture of both of those matte browns, Boozy, and not Boozy.
The back of the Colourpop palettes are so confusing. A mixture of Sorbet and Top Down, and I'm just really mixing those two together. And then onto my inner corner, I'm taking a little bit of 𝗟𝚗𝚧𝗾 and just popping that on with my pinky. Clearly, I really like using my fingers with eyeshadows. I do that with like no matter what palette I'm using. I just feel like it really helps to just press the shades right on. And then cue the awkward posing again.
I feel like I need some lip balm. I still have like puffy morning eyes because I got my happy self up, sprayed in some dry shampoo to let my hair marinate, and then I was like, all right, let's go ahead and get look 3 filmed. So I do have my lids already primed as well as my brows on. For my brows, I just went in with the, or not my brows, well I guess under my brows, the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Light 1 Chantilly, and then I just set that with a dry or slightly damp beauty blender, dipped into the new Huda Beauty Powder in Cupcake. If you guys have been curious about those, I'll go ahead and insert a card here. I basically did a review and swatched all 8 of those shades, so definitely check out that video after this one. Okay, I'm really wanting to go back in and play with some more blues. I feel like I didn't really showcase this color here too, can we get in frame? This color here too much in the last video, so yeah, let's just go ahead and do another blue look.
For look number 3, we're starting off with the shade Detour, which is just that gorgeous matte blue. As you can see, as I did earlier, I really like building up the pigmentation rather than going in with like a full punch of color right away. It's just much easier to blend this way. Once I get Detour blended out, I'm gonna go in with the shade Highway, which I think I called the Bronze Highway earlier. My bad. The Seafoam Grimace Highway. So first I started off with a dry brush, but then I realized I liked it way more with Fix Plus on the brush, and then even more with my finger. Whenever I'm doing this, like blending 2 colors together, I just feel like it's really easy to go in with my finger and press it in. Then I'm gonna go into that shade 𝗟𝚘𝚧𝗦, which is the same color we used on the inner corner in the previous look, and kind of fading this into the foam green. Then I'll go in with the brush and really just start blending these shades together. This whole thing really reminded me of like a mermaid or some sort of like little ocean scene. I thought it was really cute.
The final look, as you can see, I decided to pass on lashes this time. I know lots of people are always like, why does everyone always have to use lashes? So I did no lashes. My lashes are very, very thin. I like have to double curl them, which I know is not good for them, but yeah, they're just so, they're actually not that short. Like if I get up super close, they're not that short. It's just that they're super, super thin and super, super straight, which is beyond frustrating. I don't know if y'all watch 𝗟𝗚𝗾𝗧, but holy cow, her lashes are everything. Like my lashes don't even look like that whenever I apply fake lashes. Yeah, that is it for this one. I really hope you guys enjoyed the 3 looks on this Mar palette. I definitely wanted to keep this one a little bit fresher. I realized I had like blues and greens on my eyes, but I didn't want to do like anything heavy on the lower lash line. I thought it was just kind of more like fresh and fun and bright, just keeping it all up on the top. So let me know if you guys would like to see a video similar to this on the Soul palette. This one is so, so pretty. I know lots of us have shades like this in our collection already, but these are only 12 bucks a piece. I've been loving them. I've had so much fun using this Mar palette. But yeah, that is it for this one. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you guys. And yeah, that is it. I hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.